Hey, what is going on, guys? It is the Key of Shadow here, and this may be different from my last review video because, you see me in the flesh this time, but I'm kind of on a time crunch today, and I have to go to work in a little while. I don't have time to really do all the editing and processing and all that, so I'm just going to do it this way, and also I want to be able to do something that I'm going to do just in a little bit in the video, but, Triforce Heroes. Zelda game for the 3DS that, let's just say it was disappointing. Now, on paper, it was a good idea, just like how I said Pokemon Go was, but at least Pokemon Go, after I played it, I actually kind of enjoyed it. Still planning on making that video, by the way. But, it sounded like a good idea, kind of, because Four Swords was a good idea, so people thought, hey, maybe Triforce Heroes is going to be a good idea. And multiplayer aspect, yes, it is an amazing idea. Okay, it's a good idea. But if you have to do it solo, like what I have, because I don't have a lot of friends around here. I don't have friends around here that actually have Triforce Heroes. You need at least 2 friends that have a copy of the game in order to properly play the game multiplayer. This game in single player mode, it says here, conquer evil in single player, and it has one link with these 2 little doll fuckers. Single player is tedious as all hell, and you wanna know what else? It's bullshit. Yeah, I don't like the game. I wanted it to be good so much, because I love Zelda games, but Triforce Heroes, the fucker I just threw over there, it's not good. It's not a good game, at least in my opinion. It's not a good game. And the controls are easy enough. The story is good enough for a lighthearted Zelda, I guess. I mean, I couldn't really tell you the whole story because I haven't really been able to get that far in it because I have to do it solo. I have to do it single player, and it's annoying as fuck. So, yeah. Triforce Heroes. It may be a good multiplayer game. I mean, I've been able to do multiplayer with it, at least in the demo, and it was decent. But it wasn't really that good. I mean, especially if you have to do online multiplayer, which means you won't be able to have much communication with the other players. So it may lead to total fucking chaos. I mean, I like the idea of having a multiplayer Zelda game. I like the idea of having a multiplayer Zelda game. I can say that till the cows come home. But if your multiplayer is sacrificing the single player, or the fun out of the single player campaign, then I'm sorry, it's not really gonna be good on either aspect. I mean, I talk a lot of shit about first-person shooters, even though I'm trying to get into them these days. That's why I don't really talk that much shit about them anymore. Though most of their fun is in the multiplayer, there's still some there's still some fun to be had with the single player. I can't really say that about Triforce Heroes. I gave it a chance, and it's because I thought that maybe the single player would be decent, at least, but no, it's fucking garbage. I don't like the single player. I think that can be made very clear from what I'm saying here. The single player is trash. The multiplayer, unless you're right by the people that are playing the game with and you have good communication with these people, well, it's not going to be good a multiplayer experience either. And you can't even really play it for the story either because the story is kind of absurd, to be honest. The story doesn't make a whole lot of sense in terms of a Zelda game. I just don't get it. I want it to be good. This is a game that I asked for a good amount of time when I found out about it before I turned 18. In fact, it's the game that I got my 2DS with because this is the game that I got this with because before I had a regular 3DS, but then I kept asking for one of these, and that's the game I got with it, the Triforce Heroes. And I'm not gonna beat around the bush. It was fucking horrible. I did not like it. I liked it a little bit at the start, but as time went on, it became more tedious. It became more bullshit. It just became bad. It just became a bad game. I hate saying that a Zelda game is a bad game because so far, other than this bullshit, I have not played a Zelda game that is bad. And I played Eight Skyward Sword. Okay, I think that game is good. Despite what people say, I still think the game is good. At least I think it's decent. If not for the gameplay, then at least for the story. The gameplay, it's not very good in Triforce Heroes because it relies so much on having multiple people for it to really work. The story is absolutely ridiculous, and the unique feature of the different costumes having different abilities they add on to you, it sounds good. It sounds good, but it falls under the same category as the single player campaign. It's tedious. It's tedious to get everything that you need to make the certain costumes, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought that it would be a good idea. I mean, I thought that the idea of having these multiple costumes would be kind of good. But it's not. It's really not. No, nothing about this game I can really say is good, besides the fact that it's a Zelda. But other than that, the rest of it is kind of trash. I mean, I'm not talking about like presentation. Presentation, the graphics look good, it looks glorious, but gameplay and story, which are two things that are big for a Zelda game. Oh, and adventure. They're all shit. You can't really explore in this game like you can in other games. Like, hell, even in stuff like Skyward Sword, or even... Fuck, get over here, you piece of shit. Or even these games. Or even in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. You can't explore the map like you can in all these other games. You can't explore like you can in these games, or you can't explore like in the fucking other top-down Zelda games. Or any other Zelda games, to be frank. You can't really explore in those like you can. You can't really explore in this like you can in those. So, things that make a Zelda game, that can make or break a Zelda game: gameplay, story, and exploration. This game fails on all of those fronts. I'm sorry. I gotta say, this is a bad game. It's a bad game. I hate to say that a Zelda game is a bad game, but it's a bad game. I can't help to say it, but it's a horrible game. I hate playing it. This is the Key of Shadow. Feel free to give me hate comments if you love this game to death. Feel free. But, yeah, I hate this game. See ya.